have to you can have an idea of something, but you have to bend your theory with the evidence. And right now, we all hate it, but there is no evidence, you guys,
Well, yeah, and some
that
of the
we
things
know
are
about. That we know
some.
about.
If I may, because I've never had a chance to speak to you, Chris, on a panel or anything, if I may seek this opportunity to ask some of the questions that they are using, basing their feelings on. Did you and Katie take a vacation shortly after Sebastian's disappearance?
To
I
where?
mean, I don't know. They're all saying you guys went on vacation.
No, we have
Okay.
never in this whole deal. Like we haven't been on a vacation.
Why are you people telling me to stop? Wouldn't you like? Would you rather seek this opportunity to clear up rumors and hopefully get some solid answers, or do you guys want to have a little, where we can all powwow and tell everybody how great each other is?
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry, I'd rather seek this opportunity, but I'll digress. We'll go ahead
No,
and make them
don't
tell everybody
digress
how great
because
each
you're
other
right.
is.
It is the
No, Granny,
perfect.
I mean,
say
this is
whatever
what
the hell
he's
you want. Fuck
right.
them
This
Yeah.
is
people.
what
They
he's
ain't
here
shit.
for. But all right, you guys can all
No,
finish
you're good.
chatting.
Granny, I've got you up here as a guest. If they don't like it, they can leave.
I mean, I feel like these are solid. I don't know. Like, do we want to waste this away by saying like, "Oh, I respect you. Well, you respect me. Well, this is great." No, I want to hear about Sebastian. What did you go on vacation? The answer is no. Do your parents own a private jet?
No,
No.
God
Okay, now
no.
that's out the way.
Are there 5 CPS reports?
I don't know.
Are there 5 that you know about?
Once again, I don't know.
Okay.
Does your family own a crematorium?
No,
do you
What
know?
else?
Do you know the relative of Yada or Yada Yala? What's her name? Anybody?
her name
Oh,
is
yeah,
Yada.
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 Katie's aunt Yada. Can you tell us anything? Does she know Katie? Is she a close relative? Is she a real relative?
She may be a real relative, but I will tell you this: that woman doesn't know Katie. I couldn't tell you last time she saw Katie. And I will say this because of the negative things that she has said. I hope she hears when I say this. She's not that important to Katie to give two flying shits about.
Fair enough. Now, Chris, your mother has recently been vocal, and I assume it is in protection of you. People keep making jokes like "mama's boy" and all that, but I'll be damned, we'd all do the same for our kids. But she is going at it. Is that really your mother's account on Facebook? Are you aware? Is that a real account?
My mother does have a Facebook account. Unless you show me what you're referring to, I don't know.
Yeah.
There, keep in mind, there have been people out there that have made accounts saying they're me, and they're not.
We saw that in the backstage.
Oh, yeah. I have another one. Were you and Katie in Oregon in March?
Nope.
Okay. Were you ever suing a company when you were a janitor?
Yeah.
First, never been a janitor, and I
I
haven't
didn't
sued the
think so.
company.
That
Okay.
that that gentleman's from Pennsylvania, and
Yes, he is.
they intentionally put that up there to make it appear as this Chris Proudfoot, damn well knowing they are two separate people.
I know.
Mhm.
I know. I'm just asking because you gotta get it out, right?
And here's another one, and you can, of course, as you always feel comfortable saying, I'm not answering. But is it true that you all rented out your house over the summer?
Oh my
we
god.
we haven't sold our house. We haven't rented our house. We haven't moved. We still live in the same house.
Or the
Like,
dogs. Or the dogs. Let's clear that up. The dogs still there.
Yeah, the
When you
dogs are
were
still there.
when you were 7 years old, did you father a child?
yeah, that was another
No,
one.
I mean that would
Okay.
be very interesting, but no,
Okay.
No, that
Has
didn't.
Dog the Bounty Hunter knocked down your door?
no.
Okay.
No.
Dog the Bounty Hunter has yet to even try to contact me directly,
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Okay.
so I'll put that out there.
Okay.
Now, there's quite a few of them, so let me get out my notebook. But no, seriously. So, are you aware? Or do you have a neighbor near you that is in contact with YouTubers that you're aware of?
I don't know who does what in my neighborhood,
Okay.
other than the households that we've been able to talk to, and they've been extremely helpful in the very beginning of the investigation, and even until now. They have. There might be one or two who do not. One, most of my neighborhood doesn't even know us.
Right.
They've never even spoken to us. It is a quiet neighborhood. It's sad that once again it goes back to YouTube and people just doing things just to be malicious.
Yeah. Now I have another question. So I'm sure you're aware the Texas Roadhouse footage that had came out, and I'm sorry that that was released on his birthday. I can't fathom what that did to you, Katie, and even Seth. But in
That
that
was
footage,
bullshit.
are you aware? Did Sebastian have a cell phone with him that night?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay. And then I guess would you want to know then what Kate if Katie was taking photos of Sebastian, and if so, where they like did she send you a photo of him that night at the Texas Roadhouse, or do you have any idea what
Yes,
those photos
yes,
were?
she took a photo. Yes, law enforcement knows exactly what the photo was and who it went to. And to clarify that, it went to me.
And I'm going to guess that his face is kind of in his salad eating.
Yes.
It's actually showing him eating all of his food.
Yeah, so of course they can't use that for the TBI poster, right? Like
Right.
it's not a frontal face picture. It's dimly lit. And it's not like Katie and Chris or Seth pick the picture TBI uses, you guys.
Well, that was my next question. So I've been curious about this myself. Why does it appear that every photo we have available of Sebastian is at a younger age and does not fit with what he looks like today?
So, any of the photos that Katie and I have been able to provide to law enforcement have been the most accurate, up to date photos.
Mm,
What Seth provides, and this is, I don't know what he provides, so I'm not going to try to speak on that. That's not fair. I don't know what he's provided to Ellie or to whatever else. I know what he has in some of his videos and things like that people put out there, and he's had some tasteful like his memories. Those are his
hmm
memories. And no, we're not going to give people every single memory. Those are ours. Keep in mind, like, we are parents.
right.
We have our own moments that we cherish deeply.
hmm
That's not for everybody in this world to know. Those are for us. All three parents know them.
Now, there was a video put out of a classmate at one of the gatherings for Sebastian, and she gave a FFA award. Were you aware that he was supposedly doing this class via the internet?
I don't know anything about it, so I can't speak on that.
And this is going to be a tougher question. And again, you don't have to answer, but were you mandated not to be allowed in the house in the month of February?
No, I was never mandated not to be at my house.
Okay.
You said on the Nancy Grace show that you were last in the house at the beginning of February, but that you couldn't say why, or I can't remember the
No, I
exact
said I
verbiage.
couldn't tell you the exact date, and I'm
Oh, okay.
still not going
Okay.
to tell you the exact date.
If I guessed it, would you tell me?
I'm once again, ma'am, I'm sorry, but that is
I'm
one
teasing.
thing that law enforcement asked not to be released.
Oh,
I'm,
interesting. Okay.
and I said that in an interview a long time ago.
hmm
Law
Now,
enforcement
this,
does not want that information out there. I am not releasing it. It's just know the last time I saw Sebastian was early February
okay.
until I came home February 26th. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. I
Now,
understand.
this green hoodie guy, do you know anything about that? Can Katie explain, or can you explain why this gentleman was next to the car? What that actual like what was happening in that footage? Is that footage correct?
What I can tell you about that is law enforcement has talked to Katie. They've answered, she's been able to answer all their questions. And once again, there is nothing to that situation. I mean, law enforcement even put out a statement. Has nothing to do with it. Has nothing.
Right.
No, that would be the result of, Seth being so vocal. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, and to be fair, they're saying Green Hoodie's a suspect, Venezuela gangs are suspects. Now we got a local YouTuber slash pastor that's a suspect. So they're just swinging out the suspect.
Well, I mean,
You know.
if we're gonna go that route, then everybody in this world's a suspect technically,
Yeah.
because we don't have any answers.